Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And let me know in the comment section down below, do you all agree with me that the SEC is fighting the wrong battle with Ripple? I think it's not fair. I think it's a losing battle, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. First of all, Gary Gensler over on Twitter. I think he's a complete joke, but again, that's left to be determined by your own interpretation of events. He just posted, "Investor education is at the core of our mission at the SEC. If you have a question or need our help, visit investor.gov, and all I can do is laugh at this." Stewart posted, "Gary, you don't provide investor education for cryptocurrency though, and ultimately guys, I'm not sure why people are so excited that he made a Twitter account, because there's no real benefit in him being able to communicate like this if he doesn't communicate anything that we really want to hear or need to hear as investors." Now, Ripple's blueprint to modernize Europe's payment infrastructure. The reason we often say it's a wrong battle is obviously because Ripple is willing to cooperate for regulation purposes, and obviously it has use case. To build a proper cross-border payment network, the financial service industry must move beyond what's already in place. According to Sandy Young, the new London-based managing director for Ripple in Europe, quote, "The challenges with today's underlying payments and banking infrastructure are widespread and centered around outdated technologies that are slow to transact, incur high fees, lack transparency," Young said. And guys, if you're watching this far into the video, make sure you press that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps the video out tremendously, and it has been a little while since we hit 1,000 likes. So just help the channel out a little bit and destroy that little button for me. Point being, every single part of Ripple, which by the way guys is spread all over the world. Don't forget that Ripple is a US company, but they have smaller offices all over the world. It's something you don't really hear too much about, but they're constantly working. I don't know how many Ripple employees there are, but there's most likely, how many should we guess guys? 400? employees of Ripple, maybe 1,000, who knows exactly how many. You might be able to look it up, but point being, these guys are always expanding, always moving forward. There's a ton of job locations open, and two things are important to note. One, they claimed that 2021 was their best year. That's pretty impressive. And second of all, mostly because even the year's not over, and most of all, that there's so much good to come if this lawsuit gets fixed, because XRP is going to be the first properly regulated crypto. Ripple, who's already been expanding and has been proven to expand, is going to finally get that stamp and seal of approval, and most likely they can just start to really completely destroy American markets, which they have now been stalling in or for. Obviously, a very small percentage of their clients are from America right now, which is annoying, I would say, if you're trying to run a business that's already just so crowded and so dangerous to move yourself in with. Mind this, guys. The payments, specifically these cross-border payment sectors, have been crowded for the last 4 decades with the same legacy systems. And so trying to get in there and getting some trust from these parties is extremely difficult. Now imagine getting this trust while you're also being sued by the SEC. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a job that is completely impossible. And a lot of you guys assume, rightfully so, that if this SEC and the US stuff clears up, that Ripple will finally get the clarity it deserves. Even though it's only the United States, it'll have such a huge impact, as the United States is what everybody is watching for right now. And mind you guys, most companies, if they were to be sued by the US SEC, would be hurt. It doesn't matter that it's only a small part of their customer clientele. It doesn't really matter. It's always annoying to be sued by the US government. Nobody likes that, and it's always a big deal. By the way, guys, I didn't really talk about trading in this episode too much, but I went to quickly check for a couple of you guys, and yes, there's still a $1,600 bonus over on Bybit that's extending to the 18th. I'm just quickly verifying that in the official... Yeah, okay, it's to the 18th of August that you can get yourself a $1,000 just deposit bonus and $610 bonus in other small parts. How it works is you just deposit something, and you get the bonus after like a week after the campaign is over, which is after the 18th. So it's not, if you haven't gotten it yet, you will get it eventually. And, well, you don't really have to do too many steps for it, if I'm not mistaken. But make sure you read into it a little bit. Make sure you check it out. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. And it's free money, which you can use to trade. And hopefully win yourself something good with. Make sure you understand that the trading, of course, is always risky. Now, Ripple CEO criticizes the SEC for refusing to comment on Ethereum's legal status. This is literally what makes me so annoyed every single day. If you're asking me what my price prediction is for XRP, I'm ridiculously high. The thing is though, I'm also ridiculously high on my Ethereum price valuation. Why is that relevant? Well, it's because I like both of them. And both of them have their own appeal, both of them have their own little ecosystem, yet one fun thing is that the Ethereum ecosystem and the Ethereum community really despise Ripple/XRP. Ripple has posted up a couple of times that Ethereum has mostly been controlled by Chinese miners and, well, they had a crowdfunding. They literally asked you to buy some Ethereum with your Bitcoin so they can fund their operations. Now, what was said in the past, 2018, by Bill Hinman as an example, was Ethereum is, in their opinion, already properly regulated. Yet, he came down on his words saying, no, that's not the case. What is it? And what, if Gary Gensler likes to say that, what is this clarity that he's referring to? Where can we see it? How can we apply it to our own freaking experiences if we have no prior experiences? If we have no examples, how are we supposed to know what is good and what is bad? And so this critical point by the CEO is completely correct, completely on point. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, that was it for the Ripple XRP side for today. All right, I have a couple other things that I want to share with you guys. Sit tight, enjoy, because I just like to provide you guys with crypto news. I'm not sure if you guys only want XRP stuff or just stuff that's interesting that relates to crypto, so I'm just going to talk about it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's first of all say Ethereum hard fork. Right now, Ethereum approaches 2-month high ahead of its London hard fork update. The price is up quite significantly today, mostly because of people's anticipation of this event. Ethereum is hovering around its 2-month high on Thursday ahead of a significant change to the underlying blockchain that would modify the way transactions are handled. Indeed, the update will go live Thursday at around 12 GMT, according to market participants. Technically, the update will take place at the 12.965 millionth block. Ethereum, the world's second largest crypto market cap, dropped 0.5% on Thursday, but has climbed around 60% this week, and today has actually climbed, let's say, 7% or so. It was pretty nice to see Ethereum come back up a little bit right now over the last couple of hours, a couple of days, as well. People are putting their faith into it again, as well. The miner situation and the fee situation is annoying for people who are, I guess the developers and the lower end of things. But for us, the normal users of Ethereum, it is pretty juicy. Then talking about Polkadot, here's why we're bullish about Polkadot. Now, long story short, I've been really bullish on Polkadot for a very good while. Partially because, of course, it's a competitor to Ethereum, and a lot of those competitors just have an ecosystem that can propel mostly because of the better fees, but also partially because it was just undervalued in comparison to a lot of the other projects with similar sorts of technology. Now, I've been with Polkadot for a very good while, as you guys most likely know, and I'm still supporting, still holding. Just wanted to quickly give you guys the update that I'm still excited about them, and, well, I guess it's the same thing for a lot of these different Ethereum competitors. They all have their own appeal. They all have their own little smaller niche, why they would be better than Ethereum, yet since there's so many of them, which one will make it to the top? Well, Polkadot is one of them, I think, together with, for example, Cardano as it currently stands. But yeah, I'm still holding. Then something on the complete opposite side, but still very relevant and very important. Google lifts crypto advertising ban. In a long-awaited reversal of the 2018 policy decision, Google will allow crypto exchanges and wallets to advertise on its platform in the US, but not everyone's happy. So one fun fact is I've seen Binance advertisements at least 150 times this last year. I see them so ridiculously often. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's only in the United States that it was banned for. I don't really think that's a bad deal, though. I mean, honestly, from our perspective as just normal users, it's not that good that these things are here, because if you're really into crypto, you can most likely see a scam. But even the majority of people that are into crypto cannot really spot it straight from the get-go. They have to research it a little bit better. Now, if you kind of do 2 steps backward, though, people who are not involved with crypto, for them, it's very difficult to spot a scam. And it's very difficult to point out exactly what is good, what is bad, and how to really use that money effectively. And the point I'm trying to get towards is, I don't know if a crypto ban is actually that bad if the legislators want to make the argument that the crypto space is unsafe. These ads are mostly targeted to newer users, newer consumers. They have a higher chance of losing their money. They have a higher chance of making crypto, getting the headlines for being fraud or this, that. If people have to go through their own 2 legs to come, or 2 hands, maybe, whatever you want to call it, to look up how to deposit and do all that stuff instead of it being thrown in their faces, that's most likely quite a lot better for this space and for the legitimacy of it, because less people will lose their money that way. At least that's my own opinion, though. Most likely these advertisers will need some very strict rules, so it's not going to be that bad, but you guys get the picture I'm trying to paint here. It's just better for the legislators if they have to go through their own means. And then Cardano creator reveals when precise date of smart contract launch will be known. Well, during a recent live stream, Charles Hoskinson announced that the date for the Alonzo Hart for Combinator event will be announced in mid-August. Based on the information Hoskinson currently has, Cardano is set to active smart contracts in late August and early September. Starting from next week, IOHK will be bringing in exchange of partners moving through the purple stage of the multi-phase Alonzo upgrade. He said, "We are going to know this date definitely based on the feedback we get from the exchanges, Emergo, and the rest of the partners that have to integrate. As usual, an HFC event has to be triggered 5 days before it will take place, and in early March, Cardano rolled out the Mary Hart fork that turned into the multi-asset blockchain." But yeah, I'm pretty excited about Cardano, especially about the near future for it, so let us see. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you press the like button. If you enjoyed it a lot, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys again in another one.